Hello and welcome to Southern Gospel Now. This is episode 47 of this weekly report, keeping you up to date on what's going on in Southern Gospel music. I'm Greg Goodman. Southern Gospel Now is made possible by SouthernGospelPrizes.com. We just awarded the best of 2021 prize packs. Currently, you can register for the Karen Peck and New River. Win it before you can buy a prize pack. All the details are available at SouthernGospelPrizes.com. We're still officially in the winter months. Brian Free and Assurance were traveling through snowy Ohio last week when the guys decided to have some fun in the snow.
All I can say is it's very cold out here, and there seems to be some sudden bursts of snow and ice, and it's coming from hill drivers. No! That's what you do. Right now, my eyebrows are frozen. They are frozen. Yes, frozen. Where's Storm Bill? Where's Storm Bill?
Be on the lookout for Snowstorm Bill. The current hit from Legacy 5 is Given, Buried, Risen. Scott Fowler offers some perspective on the tune.
As I look back on the sequence of events surrounding the death, burial, and resurrection, my mind actually is going back to those disciples and the family of Jesus, those who knew him and loved him the most, and how they must have felt when they saw his lifeless body taken down from that cross, and as they buried him, and remembering that they had sort of been told, right, that he would rise again and that he would be back, and how foreign that concept was. They had never seen anybody like Jesus be raised from the dead in the manner that he was about to be raised from the dead.
The LeFevre Quartet's latest tune, My Jesus, is one that was familiar to some folks from its success in CCM radio. Jay Perrick tells us why the LeFevre Quartet decided to cover such a song.
Mike and Jordan came up with what I think is a brilliant idea. Is go back and get some songs that we've heard different churches sing that aren't necessarily Southern gospel songs. They weren't done by quartets and trios and things that we recognize in the Southern gospel genre, but they're still great songs. So it's exciting to me to see some folks singing along with us that probably wouldn't normally be able to sing the words to the songs that we're singing.
Tribute Quartet has existed for 15 years, but in that time, the group hasn't ever put out any vinyl. That just changed. Gary Casto explains.
To say we're excited would be an understatement. Tribute Quartet is thrilled to announce that we are releasing our very first vinyl, which happens to feature the number one song for 2021, I Call It Home, a song that was written over 35 years ago by the legendary Squire Parsons.
The group has made only 300 copies of this vinyl, and they're going fast. Southbound's latest song, He's Got a Way, offers themes of faith and hope. Seth J. Elby expounds on his thoughts on these themes.
Well, I think the beautiful thing about faith is, faith and hope work together. Faith is what I believe, my definition would be, is faith is what you believe in, and having faith that thought or what you believe in is true. And hope is having the faith that the future can get better, that there can be change.
Kim Hopper's current solo single is Leaving on My Mind. Kim tells us the artist who put the song on her radar.
I'm very much a visual person. I like for things to paint me a picture. And Jesse Dixon sat there and sang Leaving on My Mind and painted this picture. And I have not had anything touch me like that in a long time. It opened up my eyes to heaven.
Three Heath brothers' current single is called It Ain't Over Yet. The guys offer an encouraging message, and they think that it's a very timely song.
We have all just come through a really difficult time these past few years, and we all know someone who didn't make it. But if you're listening to this right now, you are a survivor, and we're here to encourage you. It doesn't matter what anyone has told you. God is not finished with this world yet, and he's not finished with you. And I don't know who told you you couldn't make it. And I don't know who told you you couldn't take it. But remember that our God, when everyone else is against you, our God says, wait, it ain't over yet.
The Nelons' latest single, Children Sing, came together a little differently than most, according to Jason Clark. He reflects on putting the song together with hit songwriter Barry Weeks.
We were able to really shape it lyrically around the music that had already existed. This is one of the rare times where I wrote the music first and then kind of filled in the lyrics. So I was really excited. And then when I took it to the girls, we experimented with the harmony on how to build it and then how to bend those notes, come back into the key. And so if you listen, it's very subtle. The changes are very subtle musically, building around the root.
Greater Vision made it 4 weeks in a row at the top of the Singing News Power 50 weekly chart. Their song, Songs of Grace, is at the top again this week. That's all for this week's report. If you missed earlier reports, they're available wherever you download podcasts, or you can listen to them at southerngospelnow.com. Southern Gospel Now is brought to you by southerngospelprizes.com. I'm Greg Goodman. Love your neighbor, and I'll see you next week for another edition of Southern Gospel Now.